Alright, so Stranger Things Season 5 Funko Pops officially dropped. I got my whole set from Box Lunch and Hot Topic. They will also be available at Target. I've already seen pictures online of huge displays just for Stranger Things Season 5. The promo is really ramping up. Season's dropping next month. So we're really in the thick of it now, so I'm enjoying these times while they're lasting. Fortunately, there's only one Funko from the first wave I am missing, and that's also not a store or like online exclusive because there are a couple ones out there. So I'll give them disclaimers. There's a Joyce Funko that's I believe that one's actually a Funko website exclusive. There's a Nancy with a shotgun and like a purple getup that we've seen her in the Upside Down. That is a Funko exclusive. The new character Derek, Amazon exclusive. I think there's another Elle Funko where it's like she's levitating and she's Walmart exclusive. There might be a couple other ones in there too. There's also a Jonathan Byers Funko Pop that's going to be exclusive to Target. So, really fun times. Unfortunately, the only one I don't have from the wave that dropped at Hot Topic and Box Lunch, Nancy Wheeler. Unfortunately, apparently it's not just me either, but Nancy is very sought after. And I guess the stores just didn't get her. I don't know, it's weird. I need to look more into the history with that. I found it very weird because it didn't look like it was picked over. Like, when I got there, it was pretty freshly stocked, and Nancy just wasn't anywhere to be seen, but she's a part of the wave. It's like the one with, like, the hospital pink dress get up, kind of like a volunteer outfit, if you will. I think she still holds a shotgun in that Funko, too. So, unfortunately, no Nancy, but everyone else from Wave 1 is here. Just want to, like, go over each one. I don't normally do these type of videos because it's just kind of weird to me to like review things on a consistent basis, but when something is so special like this, I want to be able to just showcase them and just give my thoughts because I care about the show very much. It's one of my favorite shows. So we'll get started with, I'm going to go random just so you guys can, be at a little suspense, but we're going to start with this guy right here that you can already see in the photo. So this is Dustin Henderson's Funko. As you can see, he does rock the new hat. I feel like he's always rocking a new hat every single season. And it's like this black and yellow. I really like it. The hat is textured too. It has like the individual ridges of the hat. I love the detail there. The black, or I guess it's either black or yellow stripes. It's like you create an illusion with these, but it's there. Also, his hair is ever so slightly longer. I'll be honest, I don't think Funko did a great job at conveying this because we do know that his hair is a lot longer than this. He's basically portraying Eddie. He is fully taking on that Eddie persona, especially in his appearance. So his hair technically should be longer, but he's rocking the curls as always. Also has the Hellfire Club shirt still on, of course, to also honor Eddie. There's some details too with these Funkos that maybe can give hints to Season 5 or like, it's cool because you don't even know the context of some of these bits and pieces until we go and watch Season 5. But right here, you can see he also has a backpack right there with like a red and white, I guess just clip-ons or something. I don't think there's anything too much to read into that. But definitely what's in the backpack is interesting. Probably it's a lot of flashlights and potential just weapons against upside-down entities. The Hellfire Club shirt is also really nicely detailed. I do like the shine on it with the jeans and the shirt as well. It's a nice combo. A huge, like, jacket. Like, definitely, too big to fit him. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was Eddie's and he kind of handed it down to himself. Because, again, he's really trying to honor that Eddie Munson persona. So, yeah, that's Dustin. I'm really curious to see what his role is going to be in Season 5. Of course, he's probably going to be dealing with a lot of trauma over Eddie's death. Next, we're going to go to probably one of the main characters that's going to come up in Season 5 again, which I'm really glad about. You got Will Byers right here. Now, Will, my guys, finally, he has ditched the bowl cuts. We have a Will that actually has good textured, good-looking hair. Although I'm not huge on how Funko executed this, as you can see. It kind of goes from texture to just flat out of nowhere. Maybe that's how it looks in the show, but I don't know. I just feel like they just didn't capture the back well enough, but the front, totally fine. I just like the texture. His hair's pretty tall, too. Like, his hair probably gives him an extra inch, I want to say, which is very interesting. Also carrying a backpack himself, but instead of actually wearing it, he's just holding it in his hands. I like when Funkos have these extra nice little details to them. It's really nice, to be honest. It's very nice. I'm going to try and go away from the camera a little bit so the camera will want to focus on these Funkos more, because that's definitely been a battle so far. But yeah, he's also rocking the shoes, as you can see, with like the black stripes, which very fearsome, because we have seen BTS photos of those same shoes with like blood over them. Also really vibe with the fit, like the color combo on Will with this fit for the season, really awesome. I like the dark blue with like a more navy blue for the jacket with red accents. Obviously, we know it's going to take place in the fall of 1987, so we are in a cold winter time period with this. But yeah, and I guess just to show these two side by side, since they are very long-term friends, Dustin and Will. I really hope they actually have a lot of scenes in season 5, because we've barely seen much of Will and Dustin, despite both of them being members of that OG core 4. Let's stick with the core 4, honestly, until we get to like older teens and other characters. We'll do Lucas next, and I'll do Mike after him. But yeah, Lucas, I would probably say looks the most similar to even like season 4 Funko. Still rocking that kind of classic, I guess, 80s hair where it's kind of squared off. Very flat on the top. Has the fade going on there too. He is holding, as you can see, a radio right there. Obviously, because he's probably going to be following that around so many times. We know he's also going to be grieving a lot in season 5 because of the trauma with Max. And this Funko is really cool. And yes, I'm going to try and move away from the camera because focus on the Funko. I'm trying to do that. So we're going to try and make that happen. It's just being a pain right now. But yeah, he has this nice like maroon red jacket as well. I think we saw this in season 4. I could be wrong. Maybe something very similar to it. But it just reminds me of something from season 4. And like I said, Lucas, probably the most similar, not that many differences from his season 4 look, but still looks really nice. I do like the light blue that's underneath just the red over jacket bit. Really curious to know where he even stands in terms of high school status. Like, I assume he got kicked off the basketball team because everyone is like associates him as part of the Hellfire Club cult, that to what everyone believes is what was a part of the satanic cult that like murdered all these teens. And yeah, that's pretty much mostly I gotta say about Lucas. I really want to see like another fit for him that like is actually season 5 specific. But yeah, it's really cool to get Lucas off the board too. And unfortunately, you guys can guess it, there's no Max Funko. Max, unfortunately, is in a coma, and honestly, I feel like it'd be kind of twisted to do a Funko of, like, Max's body on a hospital bed, so I'm kind of cool with that for now. Next, we have Mike Wheeler. You guys don't know this, but Mike is my favorite character in Stranger Things. I'm not afraid to say it, like, I probably defend Mike more than any other character. I'm not saying I defend everything that he's done, but I just think that, you know, people need to put respect on this guy's name. I think he will become one of the main characters again in season 5. He's going to have the biggest role he's had since season 1. He's going to go back into his leadership role, the heart of the party, as he's always quoted and mentioned by the directors, by Will himself in the show. So this guy right here, I really hope I can walk out of season 5 and say, you know what, Mike is back. Mike came back in full force. Same hair as normal. He did cut it a little shorter from season 4, because season 4 it kind of flared out to the sides a little bit and like was going below his neckline, I guess you could say. This one is a little more shorter, but I love the flat and just wavy hair that he rocks. You know, it's really nice. Also has the really nice fit too. This is the same fit that we see him wear when he's in the military base with Joyce and some kids, probably like shielding them from some sort of danger. Has his hands in his pocket too. Honestly, just a casual Mike look. You know, this is Mike in his full force. But yeah, I really like the fit. I like the color combo. Sometimes not too much to say about these Funkos, but that's totally okay. You don't want Funkos to just spoil things, but sometimes Funkos can give you cool clues or cool things out of context that also just makes you intrigued once you see what the context is once the show comes out, which is really nice. So yeah, there goes Mike. We're going to go to the older teens. I mean, I don't have Nancy. Obviously, Jonathan wasn't in the first wave, so I only got these two to talk about, but I want to just do Steve first. I have 2 Steve Funkos, of course, because they did 2 of them and dropped 2 of them, and there's going to be more Steve Harrington on the way, of course. But this is the single version of Funko Steve, and he, weirdly enough, has a chocolate bar in his hand. Could this be a sign of luring Demogorgons or distracting Demogorgons? We know in season 2, Dustin actually uses nougat to like I guess, distract Dart, because Dart really liked nougat. Is that just a Dart thing, or is that just a Demogorgon thing where they weirdly just like chocolate, or like is that some sort of callback to season 2 with Dart? Is Dart himself returning in some way? Did he really die? I mean, I know we kind of saw his body, but maybe he was knocked out. I don't know. It's fun to speculate things like that. But yeah, holding that chocolate bar just really reminds me of the nougat that Dustin fed Dart in season 2, which I'm really excited about. There's probably gonna be a lot of season 2 callbacks in season 5, and season 2 is going to be viewed as a lot more important overall long term for the season. But yeah, obviously Steve rocking the beautiful hair that he always has. Funko really captures it well, in my opinion. All the individual strands and stuff. It has this really nice jacket too, with like, I think it's technically supposed to be more of like a maroon, but it comes off as like kind of an orangish on the Funko. But we'll see when season 5 comes out how it looks. But yeah, this Steve Funko's cool and all, but I definitely like the other one that we got because it actually comes with something else. I'm going to save Robin till later because Robin is a part of a giant new location. I kind of want to save her for last. So we're going to go to the duo of daughter and father. I'll do Hopper first, so you can get teased with 11. But Hopper, of course, rocking this brand new beard. Honestly, I was a little indifferent to him like rocking a long beard, but honestly, I'm all for it. You know, it's a new Hopper look. I mean, for being in a Russian prison too for 8 months, I feel like he deserves to like grow his hair out however the hell he wants. Also, really nice, like the beanie has a really nice texture to it. Of course, rocking the gun. He's loaded with things on his side, like a knife there, a knife pocket, some knee pads. So he's going to battle, going straight to battle. And he will spend time in the Upside Down, of course, with 11. So this is like this. When they are a duo in the Upside Down, this is really what they're gonna look like. Their fits and whatnot, if you will. So yeah, really love Hopper's look. Let me know what you guys think about the whole beard, though. I'm a little indifferent, if I'm honest, but I think it's just growing on me more and more every day. You know, it's a cool look for Hopper, and I feel like it does fit him. Next, we have 11, and as you can tell, the ones that can't stand on their own, they give them these plastic circles that I really appreciate, although L's does not want to stay on, like, firmly for some reason, so I have to, like, always kind of wedge it. But yeah, I know people are really indifferent about L's look, saying it looks a little goofy. I love it. You know, this might be one of my favorite L fits. I just love the training vibe. This is kind of like what athletic and, like, just, if you exercise in the 80s, this is like a very common fit of like just the shorts above existing pants, if that makes sense. It's very common, like back then, not now obviously. But I also really like the bandana color, and you can see she's grown her hair out because I mean we've time jumped 1.5 years, so definitely had the time there to grow her hair out very beautifully and like it should. I really hated when they buzzed it, but yeah, I mean it wasn't her choice. And we had the blue bandana in the back here, the little bun too, which is really cute. And we have like small little details in the bandana. I doubt they mean anything, but it's just a cool that there's a design in there. So yeah, we're gonna have another L Funko that's exclusive to Walmart. That one is gonna be levitating. That is not a spoiler because we saw it in the trailer. Like that's official footage that got leaked out there and whatnot. But yeah, this father-daughter duo, I am so excited for them in season 5. They need more scenes. So we barely got any of them in season 4. So yeah, Hopper and L. Sorry. I guess Hopper and Daughter too applies. But yeah, I'm so hyped for that. And before we get into the final 2, we got this one. This character's never had a Funko before. It is none other than Holly Wheeler. I love her pigtails. It's really like she's going for like a Winter Wonderland vibes. Alice in Wonderland. Like on, dare I say, Red Riding Hood or something like that. But yeah, Holly's going to play a massive role in season 5. I'm so glad that she's actually getting a role, because I always feel like it's kind of weird that like she's the third Wheeler sibling. They didn't do anything with her. Granted, she was probably too young, but yeah, now she's going to have a huge role. It's definitely going to have like ties and like scenes with Vecna himself. So yeah, I'm very fearful for her, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be nice to hopefully see her get more attention. You know, she has technically been a character that's been around since season 1, but she's nothing more than a background character until season 5. So you can see she's kind of holding one of her arms. Does that mean that she got cut by any chance? I feel like it could be. She's wearing this getup that we have seen photos of her wearing. It's very colorful. I mean, she is a young girl at the end of the day. The nice purple with the designs, like there's a lot of colors going on, and I feel like that does fit Holly. The most interesting part about this Funko, though, is that she's missing a shoe. She just has this white sock with some pink stripes on it, so we don't know the context of that, but very interesting. It just reminds me of like Cinderella losing her shoe, which I don't know. They're really going for those fantastical princess vibes almost with Holly and like the parallels, which is really interesting. And finally, we got these two. Guys, I love this so much. I will have one complaint. I wish it had the antenna on the roof because we know it's going to be there in Season 5. So it doesn't really feel Season 5 specific. Just feels like any kind of season specific besides the Steve, because Steve, it's hard to tell, but Steve is rocking another fit that is different from the single one. The single one has like the orange coat jacket. This one, on the other hand, though, has like the red and like the brown patterns. But yeah, the BMW itself is sick. I love the proportions on it, and like I like how it still looks like a realistic BMW. It's not really like squashed to Funko structure standards. But yeah, this is so nice. You can even tilt Steve's head like to the side and stuff. There's some mobility there, and if you really wanted to, you can technically like do it all the way, but I mean, I wouldn't do that. It's kind of creepy for a head. It's just the base. They didn't do any detail on the license plate, but I mean, this is such a cool piece. I love it. I just wish that it had the antenna on top. That would have been sick. Maybe they didn't want to spoil that, but like I don't know what you're worried about. Like, it's literally official like info that the trailer's promoting stuff. And finally, we got, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rockin' Robin right here. Oh my god, guys, this is my favorite one by far. Interesting enough, she has like a notepad that just says applause. What the context of that, I have absolutely no idea. But yeah, you can see right there, it does say applause on the little notepad there. She's signaling to it. Really like her hair too this season. I'm really excited for Robin's role in general. She also has the little silver plaque because she can't stand up on her own because her feet are just in one of those positions. But yeah, she is a radio host in Season 5. They call her Rockin' Robin, and like it rolls off the tongue really well. Besides Robin, like, look at this set, guys. This set, absolutely, this is mind-blowing. This is insane craftsmanship almost. Like, WSQK, all the textures are there, the individual bricks are textured, and it actually gives you a nice layout for this station that we didn't even know about. It's like, you know, you have the door entryways. There's actually a few ways to enter the station, which I find interesting. But you have the doors on each side. You have this little piece right here, the grass and some cement. You have the whole satellite, which we did see in the trailer officially. But in the back, you have another entrance in the back there with some stairwells. You see the ladder that goes up to the roof, and we know that there is a Malevolent rooftop scene happening at the top of the station. We now know how you can access the roof and how they're going to get there. We have a door on this side as well in that corner. And finally, this one's really hard to tell, but if you guys can just see, there is a door right behind where this whole satellite is. Granted, this satellite could just be very close to the station just for this set, so it's more congested, and it's a little farther away than just being smack at the door, but definitely interesting to know. It's just something interesting to point out, and there's so many cool details about it. You can see all the ventilation systems, a little chimney right there. It's amazing. And the fact that Robin is exclusive to this, because there is a Robin Funko single too, wasn't a part of Wave 1, but this Robin in the set is still different from the one in the single. I really appreciate the diversity there. So I can't wait to get the other Funko figures. I am so excited for all that, and I can't wait for Robin's role in Season 5. But that's going to wrap it up for this Funko overview. I was so excited to get all of these, and I really wanted to show them off in a video because it just means something to me. And honestly, maybe I'll do when I get another cool set like the Jonathan, the Joyce, probably both Nancy's, because unfortunately, like I said, Nancy missed out on this wave. But yeah, I was so awesome to make this video. I was really happy to be able to do this. So anyone out there, thank you so much for watching.